poppin', y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Daysh, and this right here is Dash of Daysh TV, where we focus on saving our coins, owning our confidence, and building our empires, honey. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Just go ahead and subscribe right now so you can become a Daysh babe. It's free, so just subscribe right now. If you wanna join this community, all you gotta do is subscribe, boo. If you are not new, welcome back, Dash your babes. So on this episode of Dash of Daysh TV, I'm coming to you guys. I'm dropping some, I guess this could be the start of the financial jewels that I promised you all I would be bringing to my channel. So I did a poll on my Instagram. A lot of people wanted to know how I went about raising my credit score 99 points in 6 months. I have gotten all 3 of my credit scores into the 700s. My Experian FICO credit score is a 703, my TransUnion credit score is a 737, and then my Equifax credit score is a 739. So I'm not an expert, but I do think I can drop y'all a few gems to let you know how I got my scores this high. If that sounds like something you are interested in, you want to know how you could possibly do this for yourself, go ahead and stick around so you can catch these jewels, these facts, these dimes, honey, and apply it to your own life. Like I said in my rebranding video, I just want to bring y'all on the journey that I'm trying to achieve financial freedom and really just being the best version of myself that I can do. If you guys missed that video, it will be linked right up above. So like I said, if you guys want to know how I got my credit score to go up 99 points in a 6-month time period, go ahead and keep watching. Do not forget to like this video, comment down below, go ahead and subscribe so you can become a Daysh babe. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the video. All right, y'all, so I just want to start off with a disclaimer. I am no kind of credit repair person. I did not take a certification for this. These are just things that I personally did that helped me repair my credit score. Just want to throw that out there because I'm not a credit guru, none of that. So don't come for me in the comments if it don't work for you, because this is just personally what I did to advance my credit score. All right, y'all, so tip number 1 that I have for you guys is going to be to download some kind of credit tracking app. I personally use Credit Karma and Credit Sesame. I really like the both of those. They're very similar. They just give you free weekly updates on what's happening with your credit. They give you tips how to improve it. They let you know if there is a change to your credit. It's just a really good tool to have in your back pocket. And I started really using Credit Karma like 3 years ago, and I've really been tracking myself since then. And then I started recently using Credit Sesame. I do like them because they're slightly more detailed than Credit Karma in my opinion, but both of them work really well. They are free. They give you a free credit report once a week. So I check my credit score once a week and make sure that everything is still intact the way that I think, make sure that there is nothing new popping up. And it really has been working for me to monitor my credit and try to get it on the track that I want to go. I can leave these things down in the description box so you can check it out yourself. I strongly suggest that y'all sign up for one of these because it's going to get you on the right track to getting your credit A1, to getting it where you want it to go. And we all know that credit is really important. Rather right now you want to buy a house, want to go get a car on your own, really to do anything is going to take credit, and we don't want to always have to co-sign and depend on our parents or depend on other people to bail us out. So step number 1 is going to be going to download Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, anything like that that's going to help you monitor your credit. And once we got that credit tracker downloaded, step number 2 that I have is going to be paying our bills on time, honey, on time. Matter of fact, if you can do it, pay it before on time. They love to see that they can depend on you and know that you're going to give them their money. A few years back when I was in college, I made 2 late payments, maybe 2 to 3 years ago, and it's still literally on my credit. I'm literally about to call them and be like, hey, can you take that off? Because I just hit the 24 payment on time streak for both of them. So I'm gonna see if we can negotiate, and I'm gonna see if maybe we can get that taken off on my credit, because I feel like that even though it's only 99%, I feel like that extra 1% is going to give me a little boost on my credit, and anything helps. So I notice every time I make an on-time payment for my auto loan, sometimes it'll go up a point or 2, sometimes it just stays the same. However, I am very consistent with making sure that all my payments are on time now, because I do see that definitely matters. It plays a major factor down the line when you're trying to get like a loan for a house or just get a loan in general. They look for delinquencies, they look for all those kind of things, and Credit Karma will tell you, hey, you made 12 payments in a row, or you made 24 payments in a row. And so that's really important to monitor and make sure that you are doing those things, because credit is not a joke, you guys. Like, it is something that we should really take serious, and I want to let people my age know now so they don't have to be 28, 30, 32, 35, whatever the case may be, trying to repair their credit. And not saying that if that is you, that is a problem, you can start now. It's never too late to try to increase and do better. But if I can catch people at a younger age and let them know the importance of these things, then that is my goal. And then after we get in the habit of paying these bills on time, making sure that we're getting these people their money so they don't try to, you know, mess us up, then tip number 3 that I have for you all is to pay off debt. Like, we have to get out of debt, and my suggestion is starting with the smallest ones that you can. So if you have like a $200 credit card or a $300 credit card, or you owe a $500 loan, or whatever the case may be, try to start by tackling your smallest debts and paying them off in full, and you will be amazed at what it does for your credit. I literally started by paying off my 3 smallest credit cards, and I literally saw a 27-point jump. 27-point jump. In total, it probably was like $1,000 and something that I paid off, but I saw a 27-point jump. So what you need to do is sit down and look at, hey, I owe these people $500. I'm gonna save up, I'm paid it off in full. And then once you get all your small debts, that's when we can start tackling the bigger ones, and attacking those and making sure that we can get those paid off and get that off our credit as well. I literally did that twice. So once it went up 27 points, and then here in just the month of December, I had like 2 to 3 other small payments that I had, you know, swiped because of Christmas and stuff. I paid that off, and it literally went up another 21 points. So I'm telling you, like, if you have not tried doing this, please give it a try, because I promise you, you will more than likely see a really big difference in your credit score, because they like to see that you can pay off what you owe other people and that you're not in debt so much. And they like to see like your debt to income ratio. A good rule of thumb is to try to use less than 30% of the credit that you have. Really, is really excellent to stay less than 10%. I think I'm at like 24% right now. So I am working to get less than 10%, but let's start by trying to get to less than 30%, because that's really important. And if you're applying for a credit card, or if you're applying for a loan, or if you're applying for anything like that, these are all things that they look at when they're trying to see if you are somebody that they should trust to give them this loan, to give them this credit card, or whatever the case may be. They look at all of these things. So it's really, really important to let's tackle the debt that we have, and then once you tackle that debt, then that's going to get you closer to the less than 30% mark that we're trying to get to. And in order to stop getting all this debt and stop racking it up, step number 4 that I have is to stop opening so many accounts. Like, if you anything like me, 18, 19-year-old Daysh, anytime I was at somebody's retail store, they was like, hey girl, you can save 20% if you just open this card. And I was just like, oh my God, yeah, save me $2. And later on down the line, I was like mad that I did that, because it's like I had so many new accounts that just kept getting open and open and open and open. And now I'm dealing with having to try to get my credit length like longer, even though my longest credit card, I've had it since I was like 18, so it's like 5 years old. But that doesn't matter, because I just kept opening new stuff and kept opening new stuff and kept opening new stuff. I didn't necessarily see a decrease in my credit score, maybe a few points or so, but there were a few things that were happening. So every time you open a new account or a new loan or credit card, you are going to get a hard, well, it may not always be a hard hit, but you're going to get some kind of inquiry on your credit report. And those can stay on there for 2 years plus, however long they want. And I just had like 2 fall off within this last 6 months. And so I do think that's what a part of the reason my credit score went up a few points, because some of those hard inquiries fell off. But now I'm still dealing with my credit history length is only like 2.5 years or something like that. That's not really good. It's not terrible, but it's not really good. So now I'm working on not opening any new accounts unless I just really need to. And I've been doing really good. I haven't been opening new accounts. I definitely do not fall for that trying to save 10% in the store, because half the time, y'all, you're not gonna be saving nothing but $2 to $3. I mean, you may save $10 max, but you have to weigh the pros and the cons as to, hey, is me saving this $10 really worth me getting a new credit inquiry, especially if they only gonna give you like a $200 limit, y'all. Now, if you are starting your credit, then I do recommend getting a small credit card, but it goes back to paying it on time. Like, if you swipe something right then, if you can pay it off right then go ahead and do that, because that will help you build your credit. But you don't want to get these interest fees accruing. You don't want to be swiping it, maxing it out to the $300, and then you only paying them $25 a month because that's the minimum limit, and it's really not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you ahead. So I definitely do not recommend doing that. Try to save you from doing things that I did when I was younger. So if you don't need it, don't swipe it, okay? So tip number 5 that I'm gonna have for you guys is, once you go ahead and download like Credit Karma or Credit Sesame, just look over the information that is on there for inaccurate details, such as like collections, late payments, anything like that. I think that this tip is going to be the largest factor that played a part in my credit score really jumping. So there was a collections that was on my credit report, because like 3 years ago I had got the flu and I went to the hospital, and I hadn't realized that my Medicaid had got like cut off or whatever. However, I was about to die from the flu, so I had to be there. I had to get helped, and then like months later I got like $1,000 bill from the hospital, and then I was in college. I wasn't gonna pay that. I couldn't pay that, and so they ended up sending it to like a collections agency, and it ended up being like another $1,000. And I really fought that for the longest. I fought it for 2 years because I was like, well, one, this isn't fair, because I never got any paperwork or any information in the mail saying that I was cut off, saying that I didn't have my insurance anymore, and I just wasn't aware. And so I fought it. Finally, the hospital bill fell off, but the collections was still on there, and so I disputed it. I think I had to do it twice, and I disputed it, and I was like, hey, the original debtor isn't even on here, so y'all need to take this off. And they did take it off, and once that went off, y'all, 37 points. My credit score went up 37 points. Like, I was happy. Like, I was basically shouting, y'all. Like, I was like, yes, y'all wasn't getting this $2,000 from me. But that's not gonna work for everybody, but it is. If you look on there and you see something that doesn't belong, I recommend trying to dispute it if you have an accurate reason to be trying to dispute it. Don't just dispute it if you don't have a reason, because they will deny it and it will just continue to stay on there. So if you can't dispute it, I recommend trying to settle and pay it off and just getting it off of there, because you don't want collections and delinquencies on your credit report, because it's not a good look for you at all. Sometimes I was denied certain stuff because that was on there, and so I am so glad that it's off. And that's the most major factor that I've had within this last 6 months. My credit score went up 37 points because I was able to accurately dispute a collections that was on there. And y'all, step number 6, the last step that I have for y'all, if you are to the point where you've built some credit and you're kind of wanting your credit to increase, but you may not want to go get a new credit card, go get a new loan or something like that, what I recently did was went to my 5 most major credit cards that I have. I have a Discover, American Express, and then I have some high balances on a few retail cards, because my credit is really good now. I'm really fiscal with my money. Like, I really make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do now, because I see like where I'm trying to head. So I'm trying to make sure that everything right now is where I need it to be. So I've been with some of these companies for years. I've made crazy on-time payments. Like, they don't have to call me. Bill collectors aren't blowing on my phone. So I went to them and I asked them for a credit increase, y'all, and I literally got a $10,000 credit increase between those 5 cards. I have one credit card through Discover that's like $10,500 is the credit limit, and they just let you know what my credit is like now because they trust me with that high of a balance. I have another one that's like $5,000, so I don't use those to the max, but I do have it in case I need it. And so that is really important to me, to keep a good relationship between them so my credit can continue to increase. And I think, I'm not sure how many points it jumped, but it jumped anywhere from like, in all, like once they all got added, I think I got maybe like an additional 15 points or so because I was able to increase the credit that I already have without adding new inquiries. So that's really important. I did not add any new inquiries. I just was able to increase the things that I already had. So if you know that you are in good standings with a credit card, sometimes you can just go on the app and do a credit inquiry, or you may have to call in. Now I will tell you, out of all 5, only one of them reran my credit, so I did get a new credit hit from them. I wasn't too happy about that, but hey, it had doubled. It went from 2,500 to 5,000, so I guess it may be worth it. So if you are looking for a way to increase your overall credit, but not trying to necessarily apply for new credit, just try to see if you could possibly get an increase with the credit history that you already have. Hey babes, I probably could talk to y'all all night long about credit tips that I have, but these are the top 6 things that I think have really helped me jumpstart jumping into a whole new category of my credit. I am in the excellent credit part now for 2 of my scores. I am trying to get the 3rd one to catch up, but hey, that's going to be a 2020 goal of mine that I have. It has been a great thing to see my credit just continue to grow and grow and grow with me. And so as I learn new things, I'm going to try to share those things with you guys. I am so happy I was able to get my first financial type video up. You know, like I said, we saving these coins, baby. We're going to learn how to save these coins and build our credit while we're building our empire, baby. Like, that's what we doing on Daysh TV. So if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you liked it, please share it with a friend that you think could help. You college babes is out there, you know you got some college babes that needs to hear this tea, this information, honey, because this is stuff that's not taught in school. Like, I don't know why it's not, but hey, Daysh is here to give you the gems. If you guys enjoy anything, or if you learned something new that you didn't think of, comment it down below and let me know. Hey, I didn't think of that. That's a really good idea. Go ahead and drop other video ideas down below that you want me to do. I do have some ideas of like explaining to you all the difference between like Roth and traditional IRAs. That was something that was asked in my previous video, so I can do that for you guys. If you have other questions or other tips or other inquiries, just drop it down below and I'll do the best that I can to maybe put out that type of content. Thank you all for coming back to Daysh TV, because without you, baby, I am nothing. Okay, y'all, as I film this video today, I am at 390 subscribers. Y'all rock. Like, y'all don't understand. Y'all rock. Like, we came into 2020 with 214 subscribers. Within the last 3 weeks, y'all, we have grown to 390 subscribers. So I'm excited about that. Once we get to 500 Daysh babes, I am going to do a giveaway. So drop down below some things that y'all want to see. Make sure it's cost efficient, because you know your girl ain't getting paid for this yet, so we can't be doing like iPads and stuff like that. But I would love to maybe do a gift card to your favorite store, or maybe I can do like a financial planner, regular planner, or some kind of agenda or book or something like that. So just go ahead and drop those ideas down below. I look forward to it. Please give me suggestions on what you guys would like for a giveaway. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to come back next Sunday for another episode of Daysh TV. Remember, honey, this is a place where we learn to save our coins, own our confidence, and build our empires. I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and you know, your girl Daysh gonna be back next Sunday with other videos, period.